One of the biggest contribution, in my opinion, the Vaganova system offered to classical ballet. It is not the strength of leg. It is not flexibility. It's not all of it. It's port de bras, upper body, head movement, proper épaulement, arm passage from one position to the other. That every child can learn. There's no limitation for children to have beautiful port de bras in ballet. So if we cannot say, okay, if we don't have a perfect leg, if we don't have perfect rotation, then Vaganova system is not good for you. And I challenge that. I don't think that's correct. What about upper body? You can have luxury, beautiful port de bras without all the stuff, the things that we're just talking about. You can train the child to do this correctly, to do this. To have beautiful profile to the side and open, to do a proper élongé, keep the profile, arms down, and come up, to do that with integrity. And it does not require for teachers to put their hands on you and force you into any sort of acrobatic position. No, look at what I just did. That, I'm talking about port de bras. Head, integrity. And then look at the logical, it is logic. When the leg comes to the front, look at my head. I went to the right. And when the leg goes to the back, my head to the left. Beautiful exposure of my neck. Those combinations are absolutely critical for students to feel the épaulement. So in my opinion, I always say épaulement is not a position. Épaulement is something to be felt. You feel the position. Not simply put your head in which direction. It is something you feel. What are you feeling? Very simple. It's the feeling between your chin and your shoulder. It's the connection. It's the relationship between your chin and your shoulder. So look at me. I'm en face right now. Yes? So my chin is here. My shoulder, this one is perfectly still. We don't have any movements right here. Look at the subtle differences. If I do, once again, not big difference at all, but you feel very different, right? Something I show you once again, I do something different. I look down or look up or look complete down, or I look at you when I turn my head. It's a very small movement. However, it represents very different feelings every time I move my chin and my relationship with my shoulder. It tells a story. For example, if my head is completely straight, I'm gonna look at my arm like this. I look at my hand. What if I look at this way? The narrative completely changes. To me, this is the biggest contribution that the Vaganova training can offer to everybody. Not the ones with feet and legs only. Every child. We can train every child to have the ability to benefit from the system. So we're going to get into a little bit later on. We want to talk about one specifically things, talk about all the Vaganova's port de bras. It's very important for all of us to understand, for us to know it, so all students can practice. From numb, not feeling anything, one day, just like how it was opening, my mind suddenly opened right away. Things start to make sense for me. That moment should and can happen to every student if they taught properly and taught with the patience. Something like this is not something you can teach overnight, or something a child can just understand, like how they point their foot. That's why the port de bras is difficult to teach, but at the same time extremely rewarding for all students, facility or no facility.